StoryTime
Okay,
Part
y'all.
1.
So it is story time with PK because I haven't did story time in a long time. So for those of y'all who don't know, um, I work for the federal government. This year, God has blessed me to jump into my career. I signed a contract with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. So what that means is I am a protection officer. I do protect federal buildings and federal employees, right? So that can mean like FBI buildings, border, SSA buildings, politicians. That's what I do, right? So one of my old supervisors who like is PD hit me up and he said, we have this event and we already have 3 officers and they specifically requested you. Well, not necessarily requested me, but they requested like a female officer. He told me, he was like, listen, they called me and they said, we need a badass woman officer. We need a woman officer here. Like, do you have anybody? Like, so he called me and he asked like, can you do this event with me? Whatever, whatever, whatever. Mind you, I didn't know what type of event this was. Hello. I didn't know that it was a fundraiser for someone who's running for mayor. Um, so whatever. So he ran down the details. I'm like, so what am I, how am I supposed to dress? You know, do you want me to put on some BDU pants with my belt and everything? Like, or am I dressing like what is the dress code and the protocol? He was like, no, they need you to dress up, like look real cute, dress up. Do you have a black suit with a white shirt, whatever? I'm like, cool, I got it. Boom. So the event was today. I go up to the event. I get there. Mind you, the event, where the event was, is 75 freaking acres. Bro, this place was so beautiful and so big. Like, it had lakes everywhere. Like, oh my God, it was gorge, right? So I get there and so we walking around, he introducing me to the people. Mind you, there's plenty of big wigs there. When I say big wigs, there's celebrities there. There is like politicians, a lot of politicians, a lot of millionaires there, right? So we're walking around. So he was like, hey, they want you to be over here, like, you know, protecting the bar, whatever. So I'm like, cool, cool. So I'm kind of walking around, getting a feel for the place, kind of looking around, trying to figure out, like, you know, I want to know where exit's at, where this at. Like, I need to know, like, particularly just because of like the federal training and academy that I just got out of. Like, baby, I need to know where exit's at. I need to know like blind spot. I need to know everything. They trained us when I was in federal academy, like, to know the building layouts and all of that, right? So I'm walking around, getting the whole layout of the place, like peeping stuff out, whatever. Boom. So my supervisor, the PD officer that invited me, was like, you know, he came back with this older gentleman. Mind you, this older gentleman looks like new money, okay? He looks like new money and old money. Like, he was old though. Like, you could tell he was rich, right? But he was old. So he just kept staring at me. So why Supervisor Andrew is like introducing me, like, you know, hey, this is Officer Bright, whatever, whatever, whatever. Mind you, like, bless his little soul, everybody he's introducing me to, he's like, yeah, like, we got Officer Bright, she works for U.S. Department of Homeland Security, she's federal. I'm like, Andrew, please stop. I don't talk about my job. I don't talk about what I do. I might post something, but I never go into details about what I do because it's a secret. So the older man, like, he just staring at me. So Andrew was talking, they're having conversation, but the whole time while Andrew's talking, the older guy is staring at me, like. So I'm just standing there and I just got my arms crossed like this and I'm just looking. So I'm looking at Andrew and I'm looking at him, like, I'm just going back and forth, like trying to act like I'm engaged in a conversation, trying to look important. So then Andrew ends up walking away And this older guy came, so he put me to, he said, "Can I ask you something?" I said, yep. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me. What I said, what is it? You have a question? Go ahead. He said, "Why haven't I ever seen anyone as gorgeous as you before?" And I'm like, wait, pause. Like in my head, I'm just like, I was like, I appreciate that, sir. So I'm like, so what does that mean? Are you saying like you've never seen a black woman this gorgeous? He was like, no. I'm just saying I've never seen a woman, period, as gorgeous as you. You are gorgeous. And then he got to talking about like your face structure, the way your face and cheeks is structured, your makeup is perfect, your body is fit and slim. And then he looked at me and goes, and I can just tell under those clothes, oh my God, your body is perfect and it's amazing. And I'm like, uncomfortable. Let me tell you something. Old politician men, they don't know how to, they cross boundaries, okay? They cross boundaries. So he was like, so you can protect, do I look like I can protect you, sir? Sir, do I look like I can protect you? I just look cute. Guess what? Sally is always tucked on me so well. But like, long story short, the moral of this story, okay, the moral of this story is, baby, let me tell you something. Ever since I became an employee for the federal government, matter of fact, it started on my first day at the academy. Because I was the only girl in the academy. Mind you, the people that was in the academy was police officers that resigned. They were Marines and people that were in the Army and all of this stuff. And then you just got this ghetto girl that come from the projects that leveled up. Hello. Right? But it started ever since I signed up and went to the academy and all of that. I'm telling you, these men be drooling. They was like bright. So mind you, they never caught, as a federal employee, just an officer, period. When you're into law enforcement and PD and all that type of stuff, they only say your last name. So it's always Bright. It's never my name, right? They're like, Bright, so you just be coming to the academy every day looking that fine, like looking like you're gorgeous. Like, why? And mind you, some days I wasn't going with no makeup, none of that. Just had my hair slicked back like they wanted in a ponytail, looking like a boy. These little bitty boy earrings on, like, and they was still like flirty. And so the moral of my story is, ever since I signed my contract as a federal employee, like to sign my contract to work with U.S. Department of Homeland Security, baby, my stock went up. The prices changed. My stock, it has went up. Like, these politicians, excuse my language, but they be on my dick. They be on my dick. Like, they be on my dick, baby. And not that it moves me, because I already knew. But it don't hurt for them to confirm what I already knew. PK, baby, you fine. I know, sir. Anyways, though, stay tuned. I love my job. Love it. Hello. Catch up. Hello.